You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. In the news today, new Inec chairman. I think Tinubu will join the league of those who regret after office. Who said this? Peter Ame, in a stark warning that strikes at the core of Nigeria's democratic integrity. The National Secretary of the Coalition of United Political Parties, CUPP, Peter Ame, has cautioned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that appointing the next chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, will place him among former presidents who live to regret such decisions after leaving office. During an interview with Channels Television, Ame emphasized that direct presidential appointment of the Inec chief fundamentally compromises the commission's autonomy and erodes public trust in the nation's electoral system. Ame articulated a critical concern regarding INEC's operational independence, noting that despite constitutional provisions in Section 81, subsection 2, mandating direct funding from the Consolidated Revenue Fund, the Commission remains under significant executive influence. He pointed to the construction of INEC's new headquarters, financed through presidential and FCT funding, as a clear example of this problematic dependency. The arrangement, he argued, contradicts the very principle of an independent electoral body. The CUPP secretary recalled the seminal recommendations of the 2008 Electoral Reform Panel, which advocated for unbundling INEC and removing the president's power to appoint his chairman to ensure genuine neutrality. These reforms, however, have remained unimplemented across successive administrations. Ame lamented that under the leadership of Mahmood Yakubu, political parties experienced unprecedented division and internal crisis, further weakening Nigerians' multi-party democracy. When questioned about the likelihood of President Tinubu heeding the recommendation from the Inter-Party Advisory Council (IPAC) to refrain from appointing the next INEC chairman, Ame expressed cautious optimism but stood by his warning. I don't think the current president will want to do it. I do not see him doing it, he stated, while adding gravely, a lot of the president have missed that opportunity and they are regretting it. And I also think he will join the league of those who regret after office. This statement underscores the pivotal crossroads at which Nigeria's electoral integrity currently stands, with the nation watching to see whether President Tinubu will choose the path of reform or repeat the mistakes of his predecessors. These are the submissions of Mr. Peter Ame, the Secretary of the Congress or Coalition of United Political Parties, CUPP, and he gave an interview on Channels Television, expressing his own opinion as regards the choosing of the new INEC chairman. And we will not forget that not too long now, during the week, that the former INEC chairman, the person of Mahmood Yakubu, professor, resigned. I mean, he has decided to go for his annual final summary leave, and then he has handed over to Mrs. Agbamuti. I think that's the oldest national electoral commissioner that is in the headquarters. And then after that, of course, a new chairman is to be appointed. But the point that Mr. Peter is trying to make in this regard is the fact that the INEC should be a particular body that is free of the influence of the government. There should be total, non-dependency on the government. The reality is that it should be, without the influence of any political power or executive power, legislative power, or even judicial power. The neutrality of that body is very, very essential, because it's going to serve as an umpire between two different groups in which he is expected to be absolutely neutral, and the neutrality cannot be total if he is appointed by one of the party that is going to the election in which he is going to be the umpire. And like the saying goes, it's a natural phenomenon that he that pays the piper dictates the tune. And he referred to what former presidents have done, in that because they keep making the mistake, in quote now, of appointing the Inec chair from time to time, when they eventually leave office and they see what the incumbent person also is doing, they saw their own grave error, that had it been they knew, they shouldn't have get involved even in appointing any Inec chairman. It should have been given to an independent or a neutral body, even to sought for the Inec chair, not the president, because the president is the leader of his own party, and his party is going to an election. And if he's going to an election and they are the one that brought the umpire, it's going to be a difficult situation for the umpire even to be neutral, because the one paying him is going to dictate how he's going to sound. That's just the reality. But be it as it may, we have seen some umpire, for example, they were referring to one Professor Mrs. that was in charge of the election in Abia State, that refused to concur, even to rig in, and she stood her ground. And at the end of the day, she's an Amazon and she's well respected for that particular stance. And she's being paid by the current government. Then, so be it as it may, as a resident electoral commissioner, she didn't budge. She did not bother herself when she came to oversee that election. She refused to cow down and then bow out to the pressure coming from politicians and whoever. And she did the right thing, and the right person was, given the mandate. And today is the governor of that state. What am I trying to say? It means that whether the government is the one paying the Inec chair or not, I think the Inec chair himself can make up his mind. If you really want to get the job, you should state it clear to them that, look, they should give him a free hands to work and maintain neutrality. But since we are seeing that whether we like it or not, the president is not going to take to the advice given by one electoral committee then that suggested that the Inec chairman should be appointed by neutral body. So if it is that the current president has been the one to even kind of appoint the new Inec chair, I think the onus lie on the Inec chair to tell the president point blank that he's going to give him a free hand to operate. And if he knows that it's not going to allow him to operate, he should just don't bother even to bring him on board. And also, he should make up his mind, like the former, the woman that had to do the same thing, and he was the deputy vice chancellor of a particular university in the southeastern part of the country. I think it's Imo State. So he should be able to stand his ground and give Nigerians what they want. And of course, his name will be written even in the annals of gold as time goes on in history. Keep liking our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you share, and please give us your thumbs up. Thank you.